Hey guys, and welcome to this video. Today I'm going to show you the new Charlotte Tilbury luxury palette of pearls in Cosmic Pearl. And a few days ago I showed you the other eyeshadow quad, which is Celestial Pearl. I'm going to show you close-ups and swatches of both palettes today, but I already have a video filmed about Celestial Pearl. So in case you're interested, I'm going to have a link to this video. And today I'm going to play with the Cosmic Pearl eyeshadow palette. So let's go ahead and get started. If you're new here, welcome. I love talking about luxury beauty and I always do my best to show you the latest luxury beauty releases. I also like to show you swatches and close-ups of the products in natural light so that you can make an informed decision if a product is right for you or not. I would love to have you as part of this amazing beauty family that we have here, so please be sure to subscribe and turn the notification bell on. Also, don't forget to leave me a comment so I can say hi. Now, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you first close-ups and swatches of the new Charlotte Tilbury Cosmic Pearl palette in natural light, and I'm using this palette for the first time today. I just want to give you some close-ups and swatches. Both palettes are very beautiful. I really enjoyed using Celestial Pearl, and I have been using Celestial Pearl a few times on my eyes. I really enjoy the performance of this eyeshadow palette. So keep in mind that Celestial Pearl has one topper shade, whereas the new Cosmic Pearl doesn't have a topper shade. Also, the Cosmic Pearl has one completely matte eyeshadow. Both eyeshadows are beautiful. It all depends on you. They don't have the typical very pigmented formula of Charlotte Tilbury, but the powder is more firmly pressed. So I think this is a new formula from Charlotte Tilbury, but I really enjoy the quality of the palettes. Okay, now let's go ahead and get started, and I want to show you all colors and I want you to be able to see all colors on my eyelids, so that's why I'm going to create two different looks on different eyes. So I'm going to start with actually with this color here, and I'm going to apply it all over my eyelid just to see how it looks. So I can pick up the color very easy. Keep in mind that I'm using this palette for the first time. I'm using one of the brushes from the set that was created by Angie Hot and Flashy. I have a full review of these brushes in case you're interested. They're really soft and good. I'm using 501. So I'm going to apply this all over my eyelid, and I can very easily get the color on my eyelid. The eyeshadows feel very light. They are definitely pigmented. If you're not following me on Instagram, be sure to go ahead and follow me on Instagram, because every time when I get an eyeshadow palette or any product, I usually show it first on Instagram so that you can instantly see swatches. I can very easily get the color here, really like this one. So I'm quite happy with the quality and the pigmentation of this shade. Next, I'm going to get the pale shade, and I'm going to apply this in the inner corner of my eye. This is not a highlighting shade. You can see that it doesn't have a lot of shimmer or shine. Then I'm going to wipe the brush. I'm going to be using the same brush, but with the matte shade, this one, which is like a brick color. It's a reddish brown. And I'm going to be using this on the outer part of my crease and blending. Okay, so I have to say that the eyeshadows blend quite easily, which is typical for Charlotte Tilbury. Now let's go ahead and try this special shade. If you remember, if you've watched my previous video where I showed you the Celestial Pearl eyeshadow palette, this shade was a special shade. It's something like the Pat McGrath colors that change their color. So here you can see the two shades with the stars. And when I tilt the palette, you're going to be able to see in this that it changes its color. It changes from yellow gold to kind of a rose gold with a little bit of pinkish. And this one also has light shift of color. And I want to use this all over my eyelid on the other eye so that we can see how it looks. And applying all over the eyelid so that we can see how this color looks on the eyes. It's definitely not very pigmented. It's less pigmented than the special shade in Celestial Pearl. They are different. So this is when I apply it lightly on my eyelid, and now I'm going to try and apply also with my finger just to build up the color to see the intensity that we can get. Okay, so I'm not sure if this is going to show up on camera, but in real life it does have a very subtle shift of color, this shade. As I move my head, as I tilt my head, I do see a little bit of shift of color, but I'm not sure if the camera is going to be able to pick this. So I had to pause the video to go on the terrace and explore myself and see actually how this color looks. It looks really nice in real life. I'm going to apply now the pale shade on the inner corners of my eyes with a small brush. And I think I'm going to leave the look like this just because I enjoy this special shade. Now I think I'm going to intensify this eye just a little bit using the matte color in the palette. Just giving myself a little bit more intensity, and that's it. Now I'm ready to share my first impressions on the new Cosmic Pearl eyeshadow quad from Charlotte Tilbury. I really like this eyeshadow quad, and I think it's all up to you. It depends on what you have in your makeup collection. In terms of quality, it is a good eyeshadow palette. It is definitely a different formula from most eyeshadows that I have from Charlotte Tilbury. The colors are not as richly pigmented, but they feel more light on the eyelids. I didn't have any difficulties applying the colors with brushes or with fingers, and I didn't have any difficulties blending them out. So in terms of quality, I'm quite happy with the quality of the eyeshadows. My favorite shade from this eyeshadow palette is this one. This is the special shade, and I like the purple color here, and it has a light shift of color, and I can see the green in real life. I doubt that the camera is going to pick up this very subtle shift, but I can see it in real life, and for me that's enough. I think this is a perfect one and done eyeshadow. I'm definitely going to keep using both palettes, and I want to see how they are going to perform, how they are going to wear. So right now, at the time when I'm filming this part of the video, I have been wearing the eyeshadows for the past 3 hours, and they hold really perfectly. They look gorgeous actually. Now one thing that I forgot to mention is that I only applied off camera a little bit of eyeliner on my lower lash line and on my upper lash lines, and I used one of my favorite eyeliners from Chanel. I'm going to link this eyeliner in the description box. It's this lovely plummy color, which I really enjoy, especially in this season. So overall, I'm quite happy with my purchases, and I think that I like both of the eyeshadow palettes. They perform very well and they look quite good on me, in my opinion. So I'm quite happy with my purchase. I hope my video is going to be helpful, and considering the fact that you are seeing the palettes, both palettes in natural light and swatches and close-ups in natural light, I think that it's best to decide for yourself which one is calling your name, and if you want to add any of these eyeshadow palettes to your collection. In terms of quality, I'm quite satisfied and I'm happy with the quality. And also I think that this is the most beautiful packaging that Charlotte Tilbury has ever created. I'm usually not a huge fan of the Charlotte Tilbury packaging because it looks a little bit cheap, but this one in particular is quite good. And I think I showed you actually on Instagram, I showed you also in my previous video, because we had a lot of sunshine back then. I showed you the beautiful pearl effect here, and there are a lot of colors as I tilt the palette, so it's really beautiful. So she did great with the packaging. I think this is the best packaging of a Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow palette. and I usually am not very impressed with her packaging, so that's something that I wanted to share with you. So that was all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching and for joining me for this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and become part of this lovely beauty community that we have here. It would mean so much to me. Also, don't forget to turn the notification bell on so that you don't miss future videos, and follow me on Instagram. Have a great day and take care. Bye.